Hey, it's Michael J. And today I'm going to talk about the great costume designer of the movies, Edith Head, and her work with Alfred Hitchcock. Now, I'm wearing this particular blue suit because I first saw one just like it in the movie Vertigo, which I don't think I saw Vertigo until I was in my 30s, but Jimmy Stewart was wearing a suit just like this, and I thought, that is gorgeous. I have to get a suit like that. And I went out shopping for one, and this color wasn't available at that time. Now, just after that, the Mad Men TV series came out, and you could see this suit in the Mad Men TV series, which takes place in the early 60s at the beginning of that series. And lo and behold, they were back on the market because Mad Men had a lot to do with men's fashion changing at that time. So I was able to finally get my Vertigo blue suit. But now, let's take a look at Edith Head and her work with Alfred Hitchcock.
In 1924, Edith Head, an art teacher at the time, was in need of a summer job. After seeing an ad in the LA Times that Paramount Pictures needed a sketch artist in the costume department, Edith showed up with a portfolio of her drawings, along with a lot of borrowed drawings from her art school friends. She was commended on her versatility and hired on the spot. On the first day of work, she confessed that not all the drawings were hers, and she was nervous about her sudden responsibilities. Of course, history tells us that she didn't have to worry. She was capable of the great diversity she pretended to possess. Edith learned how to read a script and map out a wardrobe plot for a movie, which would list the sequence in which it was used. The costumer would check off which phase of production the costume was in. These would include whether a sketch had been made and approved, or if the outfit was ready to show to a director. Edith costumed 11 movies with Hitchcock. He dominated every scene of the films, including the fashion. They came to work together because they were both working at Paramount at the same time. Edith learned to please Hitchcock by simply following the descriptions of the clothes in the script. He was very specific, but when asked he'd say, "I really don't care, whatever the script says." This is the first thing we see Grace Kelly wear in Rear Window. I remember seeing this for the first time in a movie theater in San Francisco, and when she appeared on the screen in this dress, the audience began to applaud.
We ought to list that dress on the stock exchange.
Why, we sell a dozen a day in this price range.
Who buys them? Tax collectors?
Even if I had to pay, it would be worth it. Just for the occasion.
This is a simple but elegant cocktail dress with diaphanous sleeves. Grace Kelly's character works for a fashion magazine, and so she's always dressed perfectly. Take a note of the color of this suit for future reference.
Did you hear from him again since he left?
And here is the nightgown, which makes Grace Kelly look like a Greek goddess.
I will rephrase the question.
Thank you.
Do you like it?
Yes, I like it.
Okay, Edith didn't use prints that often, but here we have a wonderful print on Doris Day. The setting of the film is in Morocco, so it's a warm summer evening in the desert, and this is a perfect dress in which to go out to dinner. Here's another light dress, casual for walking around in the heat of the day.
And Alita Margot's asthma.
Now, if we could just get 4 cases of the 7-year itch, we could retire. Or if Mrs. Yar was really going to have triplets, we could completely redecorate the house, couldn't we?
It's Ambrose Chapel.
Doris Day only wears 4 costumes total in this film, and this gray silk suit is her travel outfit that she wears through the majority of the movie, right up to the end of the big climax. Hitchcock made Tippi Hedren into a movie star, and Edith Head designed a personal wardrobe for her to help her look like the movie star that Hitchcock needed her to be. Here is a simple black suit that she wears at the beginning of the film, but most of the film she's wearing the infamous green dress. Hitchcock thought green had a chaste, cool quality, and wanted that for Melanie, the character Tippi Hedren plays in The Birds. Edith picked a very particular yellow-green, Eau de Nil. This was also the color used for Grace Kelly's suit in Rear Window.
It's utterly beautiful.
Tippi Hedren's suit is less structured than Grace Kelly's, and a light-toned fur coat was added for travel purposes and to show Melanie's privilege and sense of materialism.
Cheers.
Cheers. I sometimes go to bird shops on Fridays.
I'm very glad you do.
All right, Hitchcock wanted a gray suit for Kim Novak because he wanted her to seem mysterious, as if she had materialized from the San Francisco fog. Also, the gray suit allows Kim Novak to really be the focal point in this very colorful scene of flowers. Novak thought the suit was very restrictive, and the black shoes disconnected her from herself. She later reflected that these things were perfect for a character who was pretending to be someone she wasn't. We are led to wonder if Kim Novak's character is possessed by a ghost, and this beautiful white overcoat sort of gives the impression of ghostly mystery. And notice that scarf. It's very light and you can see through it like it's a shadow wisping up into the air in the wind. And the black and green opera gown, which is gorgeous, but only seen for the briefest of moments in the film. There are many other films that Edith did with Hitchcock, and I won't go into them all, but the others were Notorious, To Catch a Thief, The Trouble with Harry, Torn Curtain, Marnie, Topaz, and Family Plot. I do think I should touch on just a few other notable designs that I really love from Edith Head's huge resume. A Place in the Sun. Liz Taylor never looked more beautiful than in A Place in the Sun, and she certainly looks stunning in this white gown with the little flowers applied. This gown became every girl's dream prom dress. The Heiress. I've been focusing on the contemporary costumes, but through her career there were plenty of period films. And I particularly like The Heiress, where you get costumes from the mid-19th century. It's fun to revisit White Christmas every December, and part of the attraction of this Technicolor holiday movie is how color is used with all the smart fashions. Especially iconic are the gowns used in the Sisters number.
There were never such devoted sisters, never had to have a chaperone, no sir. I'm here to keep my eye on her, caring, sharing every little thing that we are wearing. When a certain gentleman arrived from Rome, she wore the dress and I stayed home.
The last movie Edith Head designed was a Carl Reiner comedy starring Steve Martin, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. It was a send-up of film noir where actual film clips from the 1940s would be intercut with the new story, and so both new costumes and copies of old costumes would have to be created.
Mr. Reardon?
That's right.
My name?
Edith died on October 24th, 1981, shortly after wrapping up Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid. A seemingly random reference to Edith Head showed up in the 2004 Disney Pixar animated feature The Incredibles, with a character named Edna E. Mode, an eccentric fashion designer who looks a lot like Edith Head. Although writer-director Brad Bird says the character wasn't based on Edith Head, it's hard not to make that connection.
This is a hobo suit, darling. You can't be seen in this. I won't allow it.
Her career spanned nearly 6 decades. She was nominated for 35 Academy Awards and won 8. This is why we're still interested in Edith Head. Her contribution to films is as great as any other you can name.
Now, if you want to learn a lot more about Edith Head, there's this wonderful book I've picked up, and it's like a tomb, right? But it's Edith Head, The 50-Year Career of Hollywood's Greatest Costume Designer by J. Jorgensen. And, you know, it's a coffee table book, basically, but it's full of photographs and costume renderings and stories and her whole career. And it's just really a great book, and I really like it. Now, if you're interested in other Hollywood costume designers, I've already made a great video about Gilbert Adrian, who did The Wizard of Oz, among other wonderful things. And I'm getting ready to do a new documentary about Ori Kelly, who is primarily with Warner Brothers. So, please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.
These gowns were not designed to set style trends, nor did they come from the shops of commercial stylists. As a matter of fact, they were not designed to set style anywhere. Yet the good taste they reflect may well influence what's worn the world round. While they were created for only one woman, the woman who wears them, yet they may be and often are adopted individually by millions of others.